Hey everybody, and welcome to the next edition of the Soccer Fitness Goals video blog. Today we're going to be talking about the December break. So it's December and the holidays are coming, and in Ontario almost every club, academy, and even high-level provincial or national program is giving its young players as little as 3 and as many as 6 to 8 weeks of time off during the holiday season. So for most players in this type of situation, it means that literally from now until they resume their programs in the new year, they've got no training, no practices, no games, and a very sustained period of inactivity during the holiday season. So while it is nice to have a bit of a break, the problem with this sustained period of inactivity for any young soccer player is that there are several aspects of their fitness, including aerobic endurance, recovery, and even muscular speed, power, and strength that can significantly decrease during this period of time. Aerobic endurance and recovery specifically can start to decrease after as little as 7 to 10 days of inactivity. So the right type of mentality for a young soccer player to have during the holiday break is that while you do need a break from soccer training and specifically from soccer competition, you do not and should not have a break from exercise. So the reason that it's good for youth soccer players to have time off during the holiday season is that it allows them to recover both mentally as well as physically. It can be very difficult for any young soccer player to sustain a high level of mental and physical performance throughout an entire calendar year. So taking time off during the holiday season is actually very beneficial and can ensure that players, when they start their next year's season, are mentally and physically fresh and prepared, provided that they do not remain completely physically inactive. So since youth soccer players have time off during the holiday season, and it's accepted that they're not going to be doing soccer training or soccer competition as a way to stay active during this time, the key is for players to find other methods of physical activity that they can do throughout the holiday break to keep themselves active. So there are lots of different options that are not soccer that players can choose to do during this off-season time. Among them would be participation in other team sports such as volleyball, basketball, hockey, or even other individual sports like tennis or squash. Other types of supplemental fitness training, including training at the Soccer Fitness Training Center, and also some specific training to focus on recovery and rehabilitation from injuries as well as prevention of future injuries. And this would include things like martial arts, flexibility and mobility training, or even yoga. Players can choose whatever types of activities they enjoy and that fit into their schedule in a reasonable way, but in general, players should aim to participate in some form of aerobic activity 2 to 3 times per week during the off-season, and some form of muscular strength, mobility, or flexibility activity 1 or 2 times per week during the off-season. So my take-home message to all the youth soccer players out there is, if you don't want to start next season unfit, out of shape, and unprepared, make sure that you treat this holiday season as a break from soccer, but not a break from exercise. So happy holidays, and thank you for watching this edition of the Soccer Fitness Goals video blog. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like more information, you can visit www.soccerfitness.ca or www.soccerfitnessgoals.com.